Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Guy with Andrew Guy Speaks at Com, empowering you to create your greatest impact where you live, where you work, and where you play. Welcome to another episode of the ILIR-PODCAST. The podcast is dedicated for those who are on the go, whether you're traveling by land, air, or sea. This is me, Andrew E. Guy in the MORNING. Listen, I am so excited. I just want to start off by saying, welcome to 2021. That's exactly right. If you've made it across the threshold of 2020 and stepped foot in 2021, man, you are a winner and you have made it. I'm so excited for you. As always, I bring the energy. I am so excited. I'm so pumped. I'm trying to stay on this seat right here. I'm just trying to stay on. I'm gluing down. I'm putting duct tape on my chair, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm too excited. And in the middle of this talk, I might just get up and just want to walk around in the middle of the show. I am excited. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you. All right. And I'm so excited about the topic that we're going to talk about right now. It's called how to stop stopping. How to stop stopping if you don't want to start over. How to stop stopping if you don't want to start over. And the reason why we're talking about this today is because many people are making resolutions. They have been making resolutions from the days of Noah and still haven't fulfilled them. So I want to let you know that resolutions don't work. If you have problems, if you have fears and frustrations, pain points that need to be null and fixed, you don't want another resolution. What you need is solution. That's what you need. You need solutions for your pain points. You need solutions for your fears and frustrations. You need solutions for your problem. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you're ready, let's talk about it.
It's the moment you've been waiting for. It's a conversation that must be had today and not tomorrow. Welcome to another episode of I'm Listening, I'm Ready with your host, Andrew E. Guy. Let's talk about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Guy with Andrew Guy Speaks at Com. Let's talk about this thing right here. A lot of people are making resolutions. They've made resolutions, and I'm not sure what is going on. Nothing is getting done. And resolutions basically are just a way of meandering your way around the problem without fixing it. It's like that big elephant that's inside the room. We just keep walking around until the elephant gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and takes up all the room until there is absolutely no more room for us to actually move. And so what we have now is the elephant in the room, and it end up looking like a piece of furniture. So I want to help you on this 2021 to help you to stop stopping, help you to stop stopping so you don't have to keep starting over again. All right. So a very, very quick announcement I want to make. If you are listening to us for the first time, this is Andrew E. Guy in the MORNING coming to you live with the ILIR-PODCAST. If you'd like to be a sponsor to one of our segments, please reach out to us. Visit us at andrewguyspeaks.com and or send a quick email over to one of our support staff, and that is going to be support at andrewguyspeaks.com, where support at andrewguyspeaks.com, and we'll be sure to help you out, and we'll make sure one of our staff get back to you to help you get in the loop, to help us get that message out. All right. So listen, I'm so excited. There's so much to really talk about today, but I'm sick and tired of people just keep starting over. I said, if you don't want to start over, man, just stop stopping. Quit stopping. But, if you stop, stopping only comes because people have stopped and go and stop and go. It's like bumper to bumper. And I want to let you know that sometimes your goals seem like that. Sometimes your dreams and aspirations seem like that, like you're stopping and going. You're stopping and going. It's a bumper to bumper. It's like the bumper in front of you is the doubt. The bumper behind you is fear, because now you're looking back in the rearview mirror and all the things that you knew that you did before, all the things, all your failure and everything that you have done. You're saying, how can I move forward? How can I move forward? Because I have failed so many times. But I want to let you know that failure is the name of the game. Failure is the game. And your goal in life is to understand that failing will happen. I want you to think of failure really like kind of like it's like a gut check. Failure is a gut check. And what it does basically, it helps you to understand that none of us have it all together. Absolutely none of us have it all together. There is a point in our life when we have to realize or come to grips that we don't have it together. And there's going to be kinks in our armor, and we need to get them patched up. The little cracks, the little kinks in our armor let us know that we're still human. It doesn't mean that we should be mediocre. It means that we're still human and we still have a lot more development to be had. It's to help you to understand that you're not finished being you yet. You are becoming, right? You can't say, well, I'm going to be. A lot of people say, I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. I'm going to be here. No, I am becoming, because the becoming is a process. And every day you are learning more about yourself. You're discovering things that you didn't know before. You're discovering qualities that you have not even sat down and zeroed in on yet. You are basically rediscovering yourself over and again every day. A scripture that my grandmother always used, she said that, you know what? Every day is a new day. It said, every day is brand new mercies we see. And it's exactly right. Every day you either get older in your skin or in your anatomy and physiology, or you get wiser in your head. They said that the more gray stuff you got on your head, the more gray follicles or hair, so to speak, just get to the point. The more gray hairs that you have, it means that you have more wisdom. That's what many people have said. That's been a hand-me-down story. But I want to let you know, I don't want you to judge yourself based on how many gray hair you have, or how many wrinkles you have, or how many things that you didn't get done today, or how many other people seem like they're making it in life and you seem like you're just falling short. You're always trying to play catch up. You're always behind the 8 ball. I don't want you to think about that. That is basically self-sabotaging, all right? And I want you to understand that in the 2021, I want you to stop beating up on yourself. I want you to lay the baseball bat down, lay the baseball bat down, lay the whip down, and stop beating up on yourself. A lot of people are beating up on themselves because they look at other people. They base their accomplishment on other people. And here's what I want you to say about that. Stop looking outside of the window. Put the curtain down, put the blinders down, put the shades down, block off the window, do what you got to do. Stop looking outside the window. Now, I don't mean go stop looking outside of your, the proverbial window of your house. I'm not talking about that. The window that I'm talking about is a metaphor for you. Stop watching other people, stop watching the crowd. And a lot of people, they watch the crowd because they believe that's where it's at. That's where it's happening. Everyone looks happy. Everyone is on social media. They're putting out these wonderful, amazing picture, these wonderful selfies of themselves. I mean, goodness, some people just get dressed up just to go take a picture. You see them on Instagram. They just go dress up just to take a picture so they can post it. And then after that, they go back in their rags. 10 seconds worth of riches and then rags for the rest of your life. No, that's too much energy. That's too much energy that you're putting out just to paint that picture. Not in 2021. 2021 is asking you to be real. Get real with it. We played the game too many times. Many people, even our neighbors, would see us and say, that's not that person. Your neighbors may see you even cutting the grass and say, well, you're not the same person that's online. We're playing this game, this dichotomous game where we are one person here and then tomorrow we're the next person. And this is why we're having so many difficulties trying to fulfill or to find solution for the problems that we have. So when you think of resolution is just like a Band-Aid. It's almost like Scotch tape. It's almost like electric tape. You just tape it on that thing, man, and you hope that it will go away. That's what a resolution is. That's the reason why we're not getting to what we need to get done, because we just put a Band-Aid over it and we think that that's going to fix it. Everything is going to be okay. Well, wake up. It's not going to happen. When you finish, take your little Instagram photo, bam, and post it. Everyone see you looking good. You go back into your little pajamas, you go back into your rags, right? And then you're thinking to yourself, all of a sudden, then it comes down like a ton of bricks, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, that's not really you. And then all the demons in your head come out and they started saying, oh, you're not this, you're not as smart as you think you are, you're not going to be anything, you're not going to amount to. All of these things are the self-sabotaging statements that we use every day, day in and day out. And then we give people this false image of what you want them to think you are. Ah, man, nobody's worth that. No one is worth your sanity. Don't do it. Okay? Let people go. Let people think what they want to think about you. You spend more time in the mirror and stop looking outside of the window. As a matter of fact, here's what you should do. If you want to cure that social media or kill that social media monster that is causing you to get up every day and to pretend before the world or before those who are following you, here's what you do. Before you post something, check yourself. You know, there's a saying that says, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, you should. Check yourself, check your mindset, check in with yourself. There's a thing, an option on Facebook where people are checking in to say, hey, this is where I'm at right now. Not everybody don't need to know where you are, man. Go take care of your business. Go do what you got to do. Everyone don't have to know where you are every time. Does that make sense? That's the number one thing that you need to do. You don't have to tell everyone where you are. What you need to do is check in with yourself, find out how you are. Did you hear me? Where you are is just a physical location. Your body can be anywhere, but how you are is the mindset that you have, how you're feeling. Let's deal with the how. A lot of people get caught up in the rabbit hole and they go on social media and they click here, they click there, and then here's another video that pops up. How to be rich quick. How not to work another day in your life, but you can still make the money. That's a rabbit hole. And there is no carrot at the end of that rabbit hole. And then so you go off on that tantrum now, and then you're starting to follow that carrot, and then it leads to nowhere. There's no pot of gold there. The real deal is, if you haven't checked the how, the what will never come. Does that make sense? If you have not checked the how, the what will never come. So make sure you're checking with yourself to make sure you're not running after some carrot with some bunny rabbit talking about you silly rabbit. No, don't do that. You need to check the how. You need to check, how am I getting up every day? How am I checking in with myself every day? How is my mindset? How are my habits? How are my routine? How are my rituals? Or do I have any of those? How are the principles that I used to live my life? How are they working for me? And if they're not working, you need to check out. Don't check back in, check out of that. Okay, what does that mean? So instead of checking it all, say, I need to work on that. And get working on you first. Get working on you first. Okay? If there's a time where you don't feel, well enough in your mindset or in your emotions, then don't post anything on social media. There is enough issues going on out there, right? Use stuff that's going to use to be a benefit to somebody. Post something that's going to be used as a fuel that someone else can use to empower themselves, because you just don't know where people are nowadays. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what they're doing. You really don't even know what mindset they have. And so when you put something else out there on social media that is not conducive to their growth, you're just dumping on them. You're really just dumping on them. And they may have a terrible day and they come home and then they click on their phone, and then all of a sudden here's something else. You just add it to their pile. So alleviate the pains that they go through by making sure you're putting something that's going to make people what I call mighty. What do I mean by that? Mighty. That's going to motivate them. That's going to inspire them. That's going to transform them from where they are to where they need to be, so they can be empowered. To take the steps to live their dreams now. That's what you use social media for. That's how you use social media. And I'm telling you, there are negative stuff everywhere. Negativity is everywhere. It's in the air. Boom, you just open your nose and breathe, it's everywhere. You get up out of and you go outside of your house, negativity is everywhere. But in 2021, what I love about 2021, yes, it's the first week of the 2021. What you need to understand is that we just came out of 2020. 2020, it was just around the corner. Did I say was? It was just around the corner. It just passed. But there's a lot of stuff that we have been through in 2020 that we don't want to bring into 2021. Yes, COVID-19 just kind of creeped its way over into 2020. Everyone thought, oh man, I'm so glad that 2020 is over. But you're now in 2021 and you're excited for this 2021. But guess what? You still have a 2020 mindset, because I still see that people are posting rubbish out there. And speaking of rubbish, it's almost like what happened in the United States yesterday. I mean, think about it, guys. That's history. That is history. Now, I'm not a news watcher or anything like that. I don't really pay too much to the news and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, this is something that is going to affect everyone across the globe. Yes, it has happened to the eagle. So the eagle seemed a little wounded yesterday, but I want to help you to understand that don't get caught up in the minutia of just, oh, well, that's what social media is saying. They're just putting out what they want you to see. But I want you to go a little deeper and say, what's happening here? The system is falling apart. That's exactly right. And I want you to think of the system as an extension of humanity. All the systems that humanity put together is susceptible to falling or to having cracks or kinks in their shield. Kinks in their shield. Why is that? Because human beings are flawed. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. So any system that comes out of us or comes as a result of us is susceptible to fail at times. A lot of people were giving creds to democracy. I can't believe this. They won't even make it into a criminal conversation. Like what happened was some kind of criminal offense or some kind of criminal action. What I'm saying to you is this. People's hearts are not always good. It doesn't always have a good intent, and they don't always have the right intention, right? The right motives. Everyone is looking at the news and they're judging the news, or they're coming to conclusion based on what they see. But what they don't know, this is history. This is history unfolding. What is happening here? I would love to say that this right here is a move of the hand of God in motion here. This is what's happening. What we're looking at in the United States is all of these people are saying, in God we trust. Everyone was putting their trust in that $1 bill or in that dollar bill for many, many years. All these systems are coming to a close. All these systems are getting unraveled, and everything that we put our trust in, trust is about to be shifted, not just in the United States of America, but across the globe. Your trust is about to be shifted from what used to be an unstable system into one where we need to find out where we are. What side of the fence are we on? People are choosing now. It's not about Democrats. It's not about Republican. It's about mindset. It's about what mindset and where is your mind. Matter of fact, mindset simply means, what do you have your mind set on? It's like a laser. It's like a target. And so we sat and we watched and we see as America was in jeopardy. But the deeper story is simply this. There's a cleansing happening in America right now. America is getting its house together. And a lot of people say, well, it's not happening in our country. Believe me, it's a global thing that's happening. Just like how we have the COVID pandemic, This is just a stem off of what's happening. So all the infrastructures and all the things, the little gods that we have basically put up in our life, the idols that we put up in our life, they're coming down. That's exactly what's happening, right? So I want to just kind of get off on the limb and kind of on a tantrum and talk about that, because it has happened. It is part of our world. It's part of our society. Yes, they talk about democracy, but listen, democracy, what is democracy? Is just people's mind in motion. It's just people's mindset. It's just people's mannerism. It's just people's thought being acted out in as a system. That's all democracy is. It's just a belief system. It's a philosophy, human philosophy. And if you know anything about human, we're susceptible to failing at times. And any system that we put together or humanity put together is going to have some kinks in it. The only thing that I want to encourage you, don't put your trust in it, because when it fails you, then you have nowhere to go. Does that make sense? And you feel stranded and you feel hopeless. But today I want to focus on bringing hope to you. Today I want to focus on letting you know that all things are possible. Today I want to help you to understand, don't focus just on the rear view mirror, but keep your eye on the mirror, because you understand that as you keep your eye on the mirror, I don't focus on it, I say keep your eye on it. Don't focus on it, keep your eye on it. What do I mean by that? Just keep one eye glancing up every so and again. You got to glance up to see where you're coming from. But I want you to focus on the windshield ahead. You're focusing on the windshield ahead, because guess what? It's bigger than your rear view mirror. And the next thing that you want to understand is simply this: the rear view only shows you where you're coming from. The rear view only shows you where you're coming from, but the windshield is much bigger. It's telling you, it's self-explanatory. Your future is bigger than your past. And if your past was bigger than your future, then you'll be driving forward looking in your rear view mirror. Then the rear view mirror would have been your windshield, and the windshield would have been your rear view mirror. So we would have a flip-flop. Your past happened. Your future is about to break loose. Your future is about to unfold. And here's the great thing about the future: you have to step forward in order for it to happen. But if you stand in one place, you'll be standing in the past. And the crazy thing about standing in the past is that the future is happening, and you will miss the future because you're still standing in the past. So what do I want to encourage you to do? Let all that stuff go. Let it go. Don't dwell in the past. There's a greater future coming ahead. There's a big windshield ahead of you. You need to stay on the highway of living and drive your way. But the thing what you need to understand is, remember and know when it's time for you to exit that highway. Make sure you don't stay on the highway indefinitely, because a person who don't know where they're going, any road will get them there. Once said by the great and the legend Dr. Miles Monroe of Nassau, Bahamas, if you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. But I also said, Andrew E. Guy said, if you don't know who you are, then any identity will do. So I want you to get to know yourself. I want you to know where you're going. And so this is what we're talking about today: how to stop stopping so you don't have to start all over again. If you listen to me for the first time, I want you to run over there, get over there to YouTube. That's right. Get over there to youtube.com and subscribe to our channel, our new channel. We got new information coming out. You like our studio is rocking. Our studio is rocking. Do you hear what I'm saying? I would love to have you on the show. If you feel like you want to be a guest on our show, reach out to us. Reach out to us. Check us out. Go on our channel, link us up, and make sure you send out something so we can know that you're interested in being on our show. And you can also go to calendly.com/I'm listening, I am ready. And that's where you can actually get all that information. We'll put a link in the description, and then you just click on that link and you can go there and you can sign up to be a guest on our show. But who are we looking for? We're looking for people who are thought leaders. We're looking for people who have expertise in a particular area. That's what we're looking for. You're a thought leader. You have expertise in a particular area. That's who we're looking for. We're looking for professionals who want to come and share some life wisdom and life lessons that will help the next generation, to help them to create their greatest impact where they live, where they work, and where they play. All right. So I want to jump into the information that I wanted to talk about today, but wanted to talk about those preliminaries, stuff that's happening the United States of America, and then bring it back home to let you know that don't just put your hopes and your dreams and your trust in a system, not even in the mighty dollar, because even though you put your faith and all that stuff in the dollar, every now and again the dollar slips and plummets. All right, so don't put your hopes in that. Okay, you need to put your hopes in the creator, the one who created you. That's the one that you put your hope in. All right, because he never fails. All right, so that's, if you're looking for someone to put your trust in, put your trust in the one that made you. Okay, not the system that come as a result of us. All right, we call that the creator. We call him the creator. Does that make sense? All right, let's rock and roll. So how do we stop stopping, guys? How do we stop stopping? Let's look at it, for example, here. Think of yourself going up a hill, and you're going up this hill, and every so often you stop. Did you know that it's harder for you to start again when you're on that grade? But what you need to understand is that once you start moving, you need to keep on going, even though it's much difficult to, I guess, develop momentum going up a hill. It's better to keep going, even if you have to crawl up the hill, as opposed to stopping and starting again. Now, what am I saying? One of the things that I try to do every week, I try to crank out at least probably 30K, probably try to run about 30K every so often. Every other week, I try to get out there and run to work on my cardio. And I do a lot of hill running or mountain running. And what I notice is that if I get a good start at the bottom of the hill, it kind of creates this momentum, not just in my physical ability, but it creates a momentum in my mindset that I just started this thing. I am not going to finish unless I stop stopping. But if I just keep on moving forward, every time, every step that I take, it brings me closer and closer and closer to the finish. The same thing applies to us in life. That if we just keep on going, the bad day that we have today, if we keep going tomorrow, that's going to be yesterday. And if we keep going 2 days from now, that's going to be 2 days from now. And if we keep moving forward, then guess what? That day that we were having that was so terrible, it's going to be last week. And if we just keep moving forward because we're looking in the windshield, then all of those bad days would have been last year. And if we keep moving just a little bit more, 1 foot after the next, then that would be last decade ago. What am I saying to you? You got to stop stopping, because every time you stop, you're going to start over. And if you hate, and if you're sick and tired of starting over, then I'm going to give you one advice. Stop stopping. All right. If you listen to me for the first time, this is Andrew E. Guy in the MORNING. Welcome to the other episode of the ILIR-PODCAST. It's the podcast that's dedicated for those who are on the go. Whether you're traveling by land, air, or sea, that's right. This is Andrew E. Guy in the MORNIG. So I am excited about this conversation that we're having today. Welcome to 2021, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited. I'm so pumped up in here. And I want you to understand that your life doesn't have to be one that is lived in regret. But I want you to understand that life is an opportunity. Life is a gift. But everything that you do with your life is called living. And your living is what validates your life. It is a stamp of approval that said I did something with it. I didn't just squander it. I'm speaking of gift. It reminds me of this story. It's a parable, and I'm sure everybody already know about it. It's the parable of the talents. It's the one that, with this rich man that went off on a trip, and then he brought 3 of his servants, and he gave one 5, he gave one 2, and he gave one 1. And so there's some of us in life that has the ability to manage a 5 talent. There's some of us who are able to manage a 2 talent. There's some of us who are able to manage a 1 or not at all. And so what I want you to understand, that Life is a gift. It's an opportunity. It's a gift, but it's an opportunity to do something with it. It's wrapped in a package, but you're going to have to open that package so you can see the gift that's actually in there. Okay, I said in there. In there meaning that the stuff that you're looking for, the problems that exist in your life that you're trying to fix, it's not out there. The problems are in there. They're in your head. There's a great book by James Allen that says, as a man thinketh. That's right. That's also scripture based. As a man thinketh, or a woman thinketh, or a child thinketh, so they are, so they become. So I want to help you to understand as you go off on this new 2021. 2020 meant that your eyes were open. In 2021, it means that it's time to start over again from one. And I don't mean you're starting over because you stopped. It means that you have a fresh opportunity, a fresh start, and you can make this year your best year ever. Not forget about the best year ever. A lot of people posting that out there on social media said, "Oh, best year ever." No, make it the right year. And the reason why we don't want to use good, better, or best is because all of those are comparative, right? All of those are comparative. The good people are always going to get better, and the better people are always looking for the best people who they can challenge so they can prove to them that they are actually better than them. But that doesn't make any sense. The better people are looking to challenge the best people so they can prove that they're better than them. That doesn't make sense. If you look at the linear flow of things, good comes first, then comes better, and then best is last, right? But there's a great book that said even the first shall be the last. Does that make sense? So I want you to understand, stop comparing. All of this what I'm trying to get you to see, all of that is just comparison. Comparing yourself is like apples against orange. You're comparing yourself against other people based on what you see. Stop doing that. Just do right. Right means if it works for you and it works for them, it's right. That simply means right is different for everyone. So don't try to live your life trying to be good, better, or best, because all those are comparative. You may have a good day tomorrow. You may have a great day yesterday, and you may have your best day coming ahead. But guess what? There's going to be days when you don't feel like you're good, better, or best. But if it's right, then that's the day that you want to have. Does that make sense? All right. So let's get back to our talk today. How do we stop starting over? We stop starting over when we realize the danger of stopping on a hill. Life is a hill. Living is a hill. Running up the hill is called living. Okay? And so every time you stop, you have to generate more power than you had before to overcome the gravity or the force of gravity pulling you back down the hill, as opposed to if you continued, it would require you less energy to get you up over that hill. Does that make sense? So every time you stop doing something, it is hard. It's very difficult for you to generate the momentum to start again. Now, let's flip that around and let's go down the hill. As you go down the hill, if you know what's happening, if you're going down the hill, it's the reverse. If you're going down the hill and you stop, drop, and roll, just gravity alone and the momentum that you're going to build up is going to bring you down the hill. So I want you to think of it this way. I want you to think of it as a pike. On one side of that hill, there are hills everywhere in our life. On one side of that hill is the hill going up, is the challenge. And on the other side of the hill is called rewards. Look at my hand. See that? On this side, it's the hill going up. That's my challenge. And then on this side, this is the hill going down. There are hills everywhere. It's just based on which side of the mountain you are and where you're facing. If you're looking up, it's going to be a challenge. But if you're looking down, it's going to be a reward, because you're going to have to put out less energy. It's your reward for making it up the hill. There's a saying that says, everything that goes up must come down. I want to help you to understand that is actually true. That is actually true. So I want to help you to get up that hill. And you're not going to get up that hill by making band-aid resolution. You're going to have to look for some solutions. You're going to have to look for some solution, because solutions come to solve problems. Resolutions don't. All right. So that's number one. Look at the hill, look at the mountain as having both sides. Look at the hill or mountain in front of you as a dichotomous experience. A dichotomous experience simply means there's two sides to a story. The black of my hand and the tan of my palm. The black of my hand, a tan of my palm. I used to say the black of my hand and the white of my palm. There are two sides to the story. Left and right, back and forth, up and down, two sides. That's what we call balance. So when you look at your hills, I said, I can't wait to get to the top, because I know that when I get to the top, when I'm coming back down, baby, I'm going to be celebrating. But why not celebrate as you get through it? Yes, it's going to be tough. As I said, I try to run at least 30K a week. It's tough going up that mountain. I cry going up that mountain because it is so difficult. And sometimes I'm thinking to myself, why in the world are you putting yourself through all of this torture? But you know what? A great speaker and author revolutionized my mind when he said that if you're hard on yourself, life will be easier on you. And who's that speaker? My favorite, Zig Ziglar, once said that. He said, if you're tough on yourself, you know, life is gonna be easier on you. I can't do Zig Ziglar's voice, but that's Ziggy right there. He's getting ziggy with it. But Ziggy always said that. He said, listen, if you're tough on yourself, life will be easier on you. But if you take it easy on yourself, you want to coast your way through life, life is going to eat you up. You understand what I'm saying? Life is going to be a boot that's going to kick your butt. So which one would you rather have? The easy time coming down the hill, or you want to keep going up a hill? Because if you keep slacking, the hill seems like it will never end, and you're always going up a hill. So I want to encourage you today, get up that hill. Yes, it's going to be hard. Even if you have to crawl to get up that hill, get up that hill. Grip and put your nails in that earth and grip and get yourself up there. It's the grit that's going to get you over that hill. That's what you need. Get over that hill. Stop sorrowing for yourself and get over yourself. Get over your emotion. When you know what's great? I know I say this, some people say, oh yeah, Andrew, you do that because you know you go run and you're probably in shape and all that kind of nonsense. Hey, it wasn't easy for me, okay? When I started, man, I cried all the way up to the mountain. I came back, I tell my sons, and I told my wife, I said, man, I was crying going up the mountain. It was hard. It was hard. But you know what? When I got to the top of the mountain, I was screaming my head off. I was screaming so loud one day that I think that there was an eagle that was flying above me or soaring above me, looked down and said, who is that fool down there? I was just screaming because I never thought I was going to get over the mountain, but I just kept going and going and going and going. As a matter of fact, you know, it used to take me 10 minutes to climb this hill. 10 minutes. Now, you know what my time is? I don't even know if you want to know, man. I don't think you want to know. My time going up over that mountain right now, do you know how much it take me now? Probably around 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And last day I went and I did it in 2 and 45 seconds. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. This thing used to take me 10 minutes. Now, I am still crying. I'm still getting over here in tears. But guess what? I'm getting over here. I'm getting it done. And I'm not sorry for myself anymore. I'm gripping my toes into that hill and I'm getting over there. Tough, but it was great and it's rewarding. And when you get to the top of that hill, coming down, man, it's amazing. I don't have to put out as much energy. I don't have to put out as much effort, but I just roll and coast all the way down. So I want to help you to understand, if you're facing a hill right now, grip your toe into that hill, grip your nails into that hill, get over that hill. This is the first week of the first of 2021. You're going to have to condition yourself for the road ahead. You're going to have to condition your mind. You have to get ready because it's not going to be easy. but the rewards are going to be great. Remember what Zig Ziglar said, if you're hard on yourself, life will take it easier on you. All right. So now let's move on to our next point. The next point is simply this. We have forgotten, just like my good friend Simba in The Lion King, we have forgotten who we are. We don't spend much time in the mirror, as I said earlier on. We have forgotten who we are. We have been living the life of the failure because people put that label on us. And it's almost like they went like this, put their hand on that, lick that stamp or lick that label, and boom, and put it on us. And we just said, okay, I'll take it. And we are living the labels that other people are placing on us. I want you to rip that label off. I want you to reach over, pretend like you're giving yourself a bear hug. Go ahead and do it. Reach over. If you're right-handed, reach over to your left. If you're left-handed, reach over to your right. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think of all the negative things that people have said to you, the haters that said that you're not going to amount to anything, the haters that said that you're a nobody, all of these people. All of the things that happened to you in 2020, I want you to hold on to that right shoulder and to a left shoulder, and I want you to rip that label off. Reason why I want you to do that, because man, when you came in the world, you didn't even have any labels on you. You didn't even have a name when you came into the world. You came in there as what I call a stem cell. A stem cell has potential. The reason why I'm talking about stem cell, because, you know, my background is anatomy and physiology. I have a degree in biology, medical biology. So we talked about these different things, right? So you're like a stem cell when you came into the earth. You didn't have a label on you. You didn't even have something that said you can't. As a matter of fact, you had what's called a can. You get it? Can. Because you can't put anything in a can't, but you can put something in a can of drink, can of soda, can of whatever. You can put something in a can. And as a matter of fact, you can put your dreams in a can. You can put your dreams in a can. And when you crack open that can, my friend, you will understand that everything that's possible is in that can. As a matter of fact, I want you to rename that can. I want you to call it Can Possible. That's right. I want you to call that can possible, because all things are possible for those who can believe. And I want to encourage you today. I want to help you get to 2021. I want to be a cheerleader for 2021. And if you need help getting through 2021, I need to tell you some of the stuff that I've done. If you want, you can run out there and go to my website at andrewguyspeaks.com and look up some of the information and find out what I've been doing over the years. I didn't just start talking about can. I didn't just start talking about can possible. I had to live it. So if you're having difficulties in with your work and your life and trying to balance things and trying to figure out what your gift is, trying to figure out what your purpose is, trying to figure out what you need to be doing with your life, if you're just stuck somewhere and need a hand, I need you to run over there. I need you to reach out and find me. Get over there to andrewguyspeaks.com, and I need you to click on that link that says personal coaching, and then come over and set up an appointment so I can get you some information to get you unstuck so you can move forward. All right? That's what I want to do for you. All right? Other than that, I want you to run over there to YouTube, and I want you to subscribe. I want you to smash that bell, and every time I throw down some of that mighty stuff, then I want you to go and get that video. I'm not calling myself mighty, all right? What I'm really saying is an acronym that means motivate, inspire, transform, so you can be empowered to take the steps that you need to take to live your life. I'm not talking about the best life. I'm talking about the right life, because many people are living and get trapped and caught up in this cliche, oh, live your best life. Best life. Like you have actually lived a better one before, or you have a good one before. I want you to live your best life. Please, I want you to live the right life, because right means it works for you. And if you live in a good life, you're going to be busy looking at other people. And then those people are what's called the window watchers, watching everyone out there trying to be like them and losing themselves in the crowd. I don't want you to do that this year. You've been through too much. COVID came, everything came at you. You know, it piled all the way up to your neck, all the way up to your eyes, and it's submerged you underneath the stresses, the fear, and the frustrations. Want to help you get through that this year. This has got to be your year. I didn't say it was your year. It's got to be your year. Why? Because you got to make it your year. The year doesn't just happen and say, oh, well, it's going to be my year. No, 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 no. You have to make it your year. You're going to have to change some things. You're going to have to crack open your box of possibility. Crack open that can and get rid of the can't. You need a can. And when you crack open that can, you look inside there, you'll see possible in there. And you need to relabel that can, call it can possible. That's who you are. That's who you are. You are an overcomer. You are made to overcome. Inside of you is an Emmy engine. And if you know anything about engine, man, once those pistons get moving up and down, I'm telling you, anything in this way is going to smash it. You have an Emmy in you, man. You're strong. You just got to dig a little deeper. Don't live the surface life. It doesn't work. It never worked. Didn't work for you, right? So I want you to be encouraged today. 2021 is you. 2020 meant vision, right? Because, you know, I have a 2020 vision, right? That's the cliche that most people are playing on. 2021 wants you to take your 2020 vision and look in the mirror so you can see only one person. 2020 vision, you need to look in the mirror and see one person. Who's that one person? You. You need to start spending more time with you. You need to work on developing you. You need to work on understanding you. You need to work on asking yourself those specific questions that's going to make you uncomfortable. What are those questions? Who am I? What do I know? What do I have? And how can I use what I have to help somebody else overcome? If you're not asking yourself those questions, really, man, you're just existing. You're not living. You're just existing. Did you know that you can actually be alive and not living? Did you know that you can be on life support, breathing oxygen? The life support I'm talking about is just walking around. You can breathe the same oxygen that everyone is breathing. Yes, but you're not living. You have life, and you may be alive, meaning that you have vital signs. Vital signs simply mean that you can breathe, you can feel. You have a temperature of at least 98.6 degrees. You can interact with your environment, but living is a doing. Living is the validation of your life, to let the world know you were here. You're not an accident. You may have messed up, but you are here. And any day can be your day. Why not make it today? Why not make it today? I'd love to help you. So I want you to get out there, get over there to andrewguyspeaks.com and click on that coaching thing link and get over there. Let's talk about this. 15 minutes consult, free consult. So we can talk about some of the things that are bothering you, some of the fears that you have, some of the frustrations that you have, and how can I help you get through 2021? I mean, if I can help you get through 2021, I'm going to get you revved up and ready and prepared for 2022. 2020 was your eyes opening, so you can look in the mirror for 2021 and see one person. That's your one. And if I help you to get through 2021, then you're going to get to 2022, and then you being able to repair yourself, then you're going to see 2022. 2022 means you're able to help somebody else. That's what that means. So 2020, 2021, 2022, that's what it means. 2020, your eyes are open. 2021, you're just seeing you. You're going to work on you, develop you, not your best you, the right you. And then after you finish, you're going to be so ready that you're now going to be able to reach out and help somebody. Because if you help yourself and don't help anyone, what's the use of helping yourself? What's the use of living if you can't use what you use to transform your own life to help somebody else? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But in order for you to help yourself, you got to know yourself. You got to spend some time with yourself. for yourself, by yourself, when you are alone. Not when you're lonely, when you are alone. Because there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Does that make sense? Lonely is when you think that, oh, why me? Lonely is when you think that you're in this space by yourself and there is no hope, no reason for living. That's lonely. When you feel like you're going through this by yourself alone and there is no help. But I want to let you know that even in hope, there is still an opportunity to change your life. What are we talking about, Andrew? Because hope to me doesn't simply mean, oh, I'm just having a hope that things are going to be better. No, hope simply means happiness that overcome pain and error. That's what hope means. What does hope mean? It's an acronym that means happiness that overcome pain and error. What are we talking about? Happiness is not what you get from things. People can't make you happy. You have to make you happy. Happiness is a choice. And when you choose to make yourself happy, guess what's going to happen? It's going to help you, just we talked about earlier on, to overcome that hill, that mountain that you're going on. Because remember, every hill have two sides. There is an upgoing and a downfalling. You're going to go up the hill, it's going to struggle, but when it's time to come down that hill, it's going to be a momentum that's going to take you all the way down. So your happiness, your internal furnace that turns on to heat you up, to put you on fire for your skills, your aspirations, your desire, and making your dream come true. That's what's going to be the happy fuel that help you to overcome. Overcome what? Two things we got to overcome. Pain. Why? People are going to hurt you. All right, I know that. You're saying, yeah, Andrew, what are you talking about? People are going to hurt you. That's right. And when you realize people are going to hurt you, not only just that, you are going to end up doing some dumb things to hurt yourself too, right? So it's going to hurt and you're going to feel pain. I know you're asking me, so Andrew, what are you talking about? Pain. Well, pain, I don't look at pain like everyone else does. I do not look at pain like everyone else does. See, pain means something has already gone wrong. Pain is a messenger. Pain is like a hormone. It's a messenger, and it tells us that something has already gone wrong. So when you're feeling pain, it doesn't just happen. It's giving you it's an indication that something has already gone wrong. So a lot of people who have like unforgiveness in their life, yeah, something happened back in the day. Something happened in the past, and you need to go and check that. That pain you're feeling is because of something that has happened. And let me get to the E. The P is for pain. Pain is an indication that something has already gone wrong. What is the E in hope, Andrew? The E means error, that we have all sinned, all messed up, and fell short of the standard that we're supposed to live at. Hope means happiness that overcomes the pain that you've been through, whether you cause it, whether it's self-inflicted or others. Pain and error. You're going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. And for 2021, I want you to let go of some of the garbage that you're carrying. Let go of the pains and the error and the mistakes that you've made. Let them go. They were actually good for you to make them because you can see what your thinking pattern is. So then you know that you got to change something. Now, it's only a fool that keeps on making the same mistake and the same error so they can feel the same pain. That means you're now what we call a trauma patient. And then now you're going to ask me, so, Andrew, all of this makes sense, but I'm not getting the part with trauma, bro. What is trauma? Trauma is reliving, reactivating your past, reliving. It's like having a cut and you keep digging in that wound. That's what trauma is. Reliving past events. Like a motion picture that you put on repeat and it just keeps on playing it. Like a record that just keep on playing over and over and over again, looping. So real trauma is looping evidence or looping past experience or negative experience. That's what trauma is. I'm so excited. I am really so excited. And I know you're talking to Andrew. Welcome. You got this passion. You know, you're talking to everybody. You're talking to hundreds of people, thousands of people, and you're trying to think that you're going to change the world to help people create their greatest impact. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And if I can just help one person, then I wouldn't be a failure. But you know what? I'm not expecting to help just one person. If you are watching, because the amount of people that I can help, it's not just up to me, it's up to you. If you're watching this video and this is helping you, this is causing you to feel uneasy, this is feeling like, oh my goodness, there's some stuff I got to change, then that means that there are at least 10, 15, or even 1,000 more people that needs to watch this video or listen to this podcast. I need you to send that out to them and share it. Don't just keep it to yourself. When you find a solution, you need to share. This is why I'm telling you that for 2021, it's not about resolution. It's about finding solution for your pain point, your fears, and your frustration, so you can live in hope, because hope means happiness. It's an internal furnace that burns up all the negativity that comes on the inside of you. Hope is happiness that overcomes pain and error. I know that you're going to mess up. I know that you've already messed up. And I know that you're feeling the pain from all the mess up that you have. But I'm here to let you know that if you're willing to generate that happiness on the inside of you, it's going to help you to overcome anything. This is your year. This is not going to be your best year. This is your right year. And you got to get to know you first, because when you know you first, there's absolutely nothing in the world that you cannot overcome. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about 2021. Listen, man, I tell you, as I said before, I can already sit on this chair here because I'm trying to let you know that I'm here. I'm going to be your cheerleader. If you want to be with me to be your cheerleader, please just reach out. Get over there to AndrewGuySpeaks.com. I need you to sign up for my newsletter so I can send you out some of this information that I'm giving you, because I want to get it in your hand. I want you to get it, and if it helps you, I need you to share it with somebody else. Share it with somebody else. Because if I just help one person, then I've helped 10 or even 10,000. Because just like fingers on a hand, we're all interconnected. And if we get something that's good that helps us, it is incumbent upon us to share it with others. So what do? Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a work-life integration enrichment specialist. What do? I go into corporation and talk to them about how to bridge the gap between work and life. Many people are living their life. A lot of people are trading their life, their health, their wealth, and well-being for wealth. But they got it all wrong. You see, wealth is not about how many zeros you have after your name in a bank account. Real wealth is your health, your wellness, and your well-being. That's the new wealth. In 2021, the new wealth, which has always been, is going to be your wellness and your well-being. That is the new wealth. Wealth, my friend, is your health in motion. I'm not talking about your health put on pause. I'm not talking about your health on a hospital bed. I'm not talking about your health on an oxygen tank. I'm not talking about your health on some kind of device. I'm talking about health in motion. That means you're able to live, you're able to move and have your being. And that's the kind of wealth I'm talking about. So I want to encourage you. I want you to go over there. I want you to sign up, get my newsletter, subscribe to me on YouTube. So I'm bringing you this training. I want to help you get through 2021 and the years to come. And I want you to start with you. Remember, we said 2020, your eyes are open. 2021, you're going to focus on one person. That's rebuilding you. And 2022, you're going to tell somebody else, because you're not going to take somebody else along with you. And that's what we're talking about. I'm excited to bring you this talk. I'm excited that you logged on. I'm excited that you're excited about joining us at ILIR-PODCAST, because what? It's the podcast is dedicated for those who are on the what? Go. Whether you travel by land, air, or sea, that's right. This is Andrew E. Guy, N-M-O-R-N-I-N-G. I want you to jump out there and get this living on. Get your living on. It's too much going on out there. Too many negativity. If you're showing up on social media, make sure you show up on social media the right way. Don't show up on social media just to show your little dress or to show your little pants or show your little suit. You know, you just dress up to take that picture so you can post it, right? Why don't you post something on the inside of you? Put a posting on the inside of you. I want you go every minute and go look in the mirror and like yourself. See how many times you can like yourself throughout the whole day. That's the real social media. So I'm going to do this now as a post, because I'm going to post this. I'm going to set up a social media post right now. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Guy here with AndrewGuySpeaks.com, empowering you to create your greatest impact where you live, where you work, and where you play. It is Andrew E. Guy, work-life integration specialist. And my goal this year is to bring out the best in you. Because if I help you bring out the best in you, maybe you'll start to appreciate yourself more. Maybe you'll start to looking in the mirror instead of staring out the window. Maybe you will stop trying to post something on social media so you can get more likes, but you hate yourself. Maybe you can develop the hope that you need. Remember, hope is not just some metaphor. Hope is an acronym that means happiness that overcomes pain and error. Happy is an internal furnace that burns up every negativity that comes on the inside of you, that messes with your mind. That's the happiness that I'm talking about. Happiness is a choice. Happiness is heat. Happiness is the heat, is the furnace, it's your internal furnace that comes to help you overcome. Overcome means there's going to be hills in your life. You got to get over these hills. And remember that a hill or a mountain has two sides. There's an upside and there's a downside. The upside is going to be tough. You're going to have to grip your nails and toes into that ground to get up on that hill. And as soon as you get up on that hill, you're going to be able to come back down on the other side. On the other side is rejoice. Hope. Happiness that overcomes pain and error. Pain, you're going to feel pain. People are going to hurt you. You're going to hurt you. You're going to mess up. And that's the error. The error is you're going to make mistakes this year. You're going to make mistakes that's going to cause you to feel pain. But you need to have that internal heat, that furnace, that overcome that negativity, the poison darts that people throw at you. I want you to have that internal furnace that's going to burn up every negative dart that come at you this year. This is Andrew E. Guy with the ILIR-PODCAST. I'm listening. I'm ready. I want you to run over there and I want you to subscribe to me over there on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Follow me on the Instagram. Follow me on LinkedIn. Follow me over there on the Twitter. I am sending out a tweet. I'm sending out a post to you right now. If you want to transform your life for the 2021, don't waste time. Go over there and sign up. Follow me over there on social media, and also follow me up there at my home. Where is that? www.andrewguyspeaks.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a slice. It's good to see you. Happy New Year, and I wish you all the very best that this new year has to offer. Remember, hope is happiness that overcomes pain and error. This is Andrew E. Guy. Have yourself a fantastic day, a fantastic week, a fantastic months, and a fantastic year. Until then, take care. Peace.
Until next time, keep listening, live ready, talk soon.